Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to look at the 4,000 global venture capital funds investing in early stage startups. To be clear, this exclusive database represents the who's who of venture capital funds launched between 2022 and 2025, and these funds actively pursue early stage investments in diverse sectors. Okay, so let's look at the key database components. This presentation introduces an exclusive institutionally verified database of venture capital funds, co-investment vehicles, and early stage capital firms actively allocating across diversified sectors and global markets. Now, this has been compiled from multiple institutional grade sources. This is basically 2 institutional grade databases that I have, and it represents the most comprehensive aggregations of global venture capital activity available, integrating verified fund profiles, live investment mandates, and detailed contact intelligence on active allocators and deployment trends. In fact, you're going to see the spreadsheet coming up in a little bit, and on my website I've also created a study of the top 500 funds in the US. But basically this database includes 4,000 active funds, again launched between 2022 and 2025, because they all will be deploying capital right now, and also the lifespan of the database will probably push into probably 2029. Now, it has 83,800 key contacts at these firms, and this includes their direct emails. Core industries include information technology, healthcare and life sciences, financial and insurance services, business services, and real estate. But to be fair, it includes almost everything. Now, unlike generic investor directories, this data set isolates confirmed venture capital mandates and active deployment strategies, giving users a direct line to institutional and private capital shaping the global investment landscape. It is purpose-built for venture fund managers, startup founders, placement agents, and advisors seeking equity partnerships, co-investment opportunities, and strategic alignment with the world's leading early-stage venture capital allocators. Now, this type of database cannot be scraped from the internet, so don't believe anybody that says they can do that. And it's also better than a venture capital investor database, because that is probably a great database for you to do research, but this is funds that have already raised capital, are raising capital, and are maybe already starting to deploy capital. So we're taking that big list of all the VCs and saying, well, these are the ones that actually have funds engaged. So the Global Venture Capital Fund database is verified access to institutional capital actively investing in early stage startups, and that's what I've screened it for, is early stage. Now, the firms and investment vehicles featured in this database are managed by leading venture capital sponsors, institutional fund managers, and early stage investment groups, targeting seed to Series B opportunities across the global technology and innovation landscape. Now, their mandates span founder-backed startups, scaling ventures, and emerging technology platforms with diversified exposure to AI, fintech, health tech, climate tech, deep tech, and frontier technologies, driving early innovation and sustainable growth across developed and emerging markets. Now, this is mostly a global database, but a fair chunk of it is going to be US based. Now, examples of fund strategies include seed and pre-seed funds, early stage and Series A vehicles, venture growth and opportunity funds, and sector-focused funds dedicated to AI, clean energy, fintech, digital health, and sustainability-driven innovation. Now, each record provides institutional grade intelligence, fund type, investment stage, sector focus, regional coverage, verified contact data, and key decision makers. You're going to see that in the spreadsheet as well. Now, this has been compiled mainly from 2 institutional databases, but these institutional databases also are created using verified filings and information. So pretty accurate. Updated, 2 different updates, one in December 2024 and one in April 2025. Now, this collection offers an unmatched global view of venture capital formation and early stage investment activity, empowering users to identify active VC investors, co-investment partners, and innovation-focused capital vehicles shaping the next generation of growth companies. Now let's take a look at who can benefit from this database. Well, firstly, fundraisers and capital advisors is purpose-built for professionals raising capital across VC, seed, and early growth mandates. A key resource for placement agencies, fundraising consultants, advisory firms seeking verified institutional and family office venture capital allocators, It delivers intelligence on venture funds, co-investment vehicles, and accelerators deploying capital across global innovation markets. 2, perfect for fund managers, sponsors, and investment platforms. Number 3, strategic advisors and industry consultants. Really, this is built for advisors and consultants managing fundraising, venture formation, and capital placement mandates. Provides visibility into verified early stage allocators and investors pursuing opportunities across technology, healthcare, fintech, climate tech, and industrial innovation. And it streamlines investor targeting, accelerates outreach, and shortens engagement timelines. Now, why this database matters? Well, to be honest, replicating this data set would require months of research and costly subscriptions, many with outdated and incomplete venture data. In a lot of cases, institutional groups or corporate groups need to subscribe to very, very expensive databases, of which you may only need a small portion of. And for example, if you're looking to raise capital for your startup and you're a founder, you don't need to have those large databases. You could probably narrow it down to a few sectors. So it's really important. And it's also, again, important to understand this is data that is not publicly on the internet, but it is part of the fundraising ecosystem. So again, each record is manually verified through institutional filings and 2022 to 2025 fund data, ensuring accuracy, depth, and exclusivity in venture capital intelligence. Okay, so let's take a look at the database. Now, before we get to the Excel spreadsheet, I like to do this for all my databases. Just a key database disclosure. My extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. Now, primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most updates in the last 2 years, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have changed. Now, it's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. This database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating conditions, so there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Note, this database is available to corporate or institutional grade groups only, no personal sales. Okay, now we're over on the Excel spreadsheet part, and you can see on the bottom left-hand corner we have just a little over 4,000 funds. Again, these are global funds launched between 2022 and 2025. And on this particular page, you're going to see the name of the fund. You're going to get information about their background, so you're going to be able to do filtering in that case. You're going to get the inception year, the asset class. These are all venture capital, and they are all, as you can see, early stage seed. So this is the perfect database if you're looking to raise capital as a startup. The primary region as well. Again, you're also going to be able to take a look at the status, whether it's just raising, opened, announced, closed. Most of these are already active. And by the fact that we've looked at 2022 to 2025 means that they're going to be deploying capital probably well into 2029. So you have a long shelf life for this particular database. You're going to get information on the fund size as well. The fund manager, which you're going to be able to do the cross-referencing on the key contacts part in the next sheet that you're going to see. And as we scroll a little bit further to the right-hand side, you're going to get more information on the industries, core industries, the industry verticals, and again, the information regarding their address. And you're going to get websites and company emails as well. So that contains the fund part. Now let's take a look at the key contacts. Okay, so you can see on the bottom left-hand side we're around 83,900 key contacts, which you're going to be able to match up to the fund managers that represent those funds. Now the good thing about this database is you're going to get lots of options of people to contact. Coming up to the top though, you're going to get the fund manager name, you're going to get the firm type, so you're going to see these are going to be private equity, they're going to be fund managers, they're going to be family investment offices, they're going to be pension funds, and so on and so on. So it's a very mixed group. Again, great contacts to have, and you're going to get the name of the contact, you're going to get their title. Most of these are going to be senior parties, and in most cases you're going to have multiple parties to contact in each of the firms. and you have the asset class that they're responsible for. For example, this is private debt real estate, this is private equity venture capital. So you're going to get a wide range of people that you're going to be able to contact. And if you can't find the right person, you can at least contact one of them and say, listen, I'm looking to see who helped raise capital for AI or fintech, and hopefully that will lead you to the right contact. You're going to get their telephone number as well, city, state, country, and so on. Now, again, this database has been updated as of December 2024, and therefore you're probably going to get about a 98% accuracy on the contacts. You can always double check by punching their name into LinkedIn. In these particular databases, I generally get around a 98% hit ratio as well, so you can guarantee that you're going to be getting the right person. And if you prefer to reach out to them via LinkedIn, then that's a good strategy for you to use as well. So that covers the top funds that are raising capital for venture capital, early stage startup, seed capital, and again with the key contacts. So it's a great resource for you if you're looking to reach out to people in 2025 and beyond. Are you looking for global funds and contacts? My verified database includes 24,000 global funds raised between 2022 and 2025 and 400,000 fundraising executives with 277,000 emails. Coverage across all regions, asset classes, and strategies. This is the most complete global capital access tool available. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.